morning, Washington!
If you're lucky.
DCRTV put a hidden camera over there at Hot 99.5 Studios.
So what happens to the famous Adano back and the material? Pretty soon the guys stop bringing around the top songs and go with the second and third rate stuff that the money boys can't palm off on the big labels. Tommy, if you can't make it with ballads at Empire, how are you going to do it at Gem or Signet or Disc?
That's Hot 99.5's management office there in Rockville, Maryland, on Rockville Pike.
Tomorrow.
That young hipster there, he wants some airplay on Hot 99.5, and he's meeting with the top dog there at Hot 99.5. Hey, how am I going to get airplay on your station? That was, we put a secret camera there in the studio there of Hot 99.5. So there, what do you know? All right, folks, how you doing, everybody? It's Dave TV for the 15th of what month is this? December 2011. Look at this. This is a great paper. What? Really? You know, one of my problems with the Washington Post lately is that it's boring. A lot of dull stuff in it, not terribly interesting. You know, really interesting headlines. Payroll tax talks come to standstill. A wary look at Gingrich coattails. I don't know. It just seems like they're trying to make this paper as dull as possible. So the other day we had Lisa DeMarais writing about the ratings for these GOP debates. And then we had Paul Fari writing about this all-American Muslim controversy at the TLC at Discovery Communications Center. Today's paper, it's just reversed. Today we have Paul Fari writing about the GOP debate ratings. And then we have Lisa DeMarais writing about the all-American Muslim controversy. I don't know. It's just kind of, you know, you're tired. You want to fall asleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, start reading this thing. Put you to sleep, baby. It'll put you to sleep, baby. Oh, my God. What is that? Oh, oh, my God. What is that? I was kissed there. Lipstick. No, actually, I have to be honest. That's French dressing. I had that on my salad for lunch. But, I got to clean my beard. It's funny when sometimes I'll be sitting in the evening watching TV, and I'll lick my beard a little bit and go, oh, yeah, I had a roast beef sandwich for lunch yesterday. Oh, look at this. More than anybody, could anybody possibly need all this information? Look at the ratings. I mean, you know, come on. Do most readers of the Washington Post, even this is a wonky town, do most readers of the Washington Post really, really, really care about all of this BS regarding the ratings of every Republican candidate and the debates and all this stuff? I don't know. This doesn't belong. I don't know. This paper is all screwed up. It's just they don't know what they're doing. And then you got Eric Wemple doing this media blog, and he's writing all this stuff. And then you see the same thing in Lisa DeMarais' column the next day. What's the point of paying two people to cover the same crap? You know, why not just have Lisa DeMarais write about it? I don't know. And these long-winded pieces Lisa does, I mean, they're just long. They're too long. She ought to be writing about more topics and shorter stuff. And most of her stuff is national stuff that you can find all over the internet anyhow. I don't know, man. Go figure. Go figure. So anyhow, we're hearing about more staffing up there at 99.1. That new all news are coming in December. We're hearing that Sarah Jacobs, who'd been doing the news there in Baltimore's WWMX Mix 106.5 in Baltimore, which is a CBS station, will now be working at that new WNEW. So that's interesting. We also reported the other day that Amy Morris, who used to do the morning show there at WFED, co-host it with Tom Temlin, is also going to the new 99.1 WNEW. I imagine one of these days we'll get a nice big press release from CBS listing all the people that are being hired over at the station. Of course, that's all in flux at the moment, so there. Okay. Okay, here we go. There you go, right there. See that? Can I see what I'm doing here? Let's see. Oh, there we are. That's BBC World News. Comcast is rolling that out in the Washington area on channel 171. So, that differs now because, you also get BBC America on 114. BBC America is basically has two things on it. It has Gordon Ramsay and Top Gear. So, no matter when you turn on BBC America, you'll either see Gordon Ramsay or Top Gear. Nothing else, which kind of makes it a dull channel because all those shows are rerun anyhow. So anyhow, okay, a little bit of Doctor Who on the weekends. BBC America used to be a really cool channel with a whole bunch of British shows, really neat stuff, and now it's just reruns of the same 2 or 3 shows over and over and over again. I don't know why anybody would watch it, but it is nice to see BBC World News now on Comcast. And, of course, Verizon, Fios, and I believe even Cox in Fairfax have been carrying BBC World News for a while now. So, Comcast is the last major cable company in the Washington area to add it. And it's about time. But you can also see BBC World News on PBS stations. So if you're watching channel 26 or 22 or 32, hike! You can also see it on there. They run it numerous newscasts per day. So it's not something brand new that we haven't seen before. So there. Tip of the old camo cap today to Bob Borngesser. He was the longtime news director and anchor at Hagerstown's Channel 25, WHAG. He passed away of cancer yesterday at his Hagerstown home, age 79. He worked at that's an NBC affiliate, by the way, carried on the cable systems, Winchester, Frederick, up into Pennsylvania, over there, carried on the cable systems in that central western Maryland area, northern Virginia, northern West Virginia, western northern Virginia, wait a minute. It's carried on the cable systems in central western Maryland, southern central Pennsylvania, northwestern Virginia, and eastern West Virginia. Okay. But anyhow, Mr. Borngesser hired many people that went on to news careers, including Kelly Wright and Molly Henneberg, both Fox News superstars. So, cool guy. Go to DCRTV.com. We have a nice link to WHAG's video tribute to Mr. Borngesser there on the website. So there. What else is going on? We're back. The DCRTV Best Worst. Every year, okay? Every year we have a Best Worst contest, okay? And it's not really a contest. It's just a list. You get to sound off on what you think were the best and worst, the best and worst stuff in local media over the years. So there we go. We've got the page up today. Today's the first day you can officially make your vote, okay? So there, we got a couple of comments up already. See, the green comments are the best things, and the red comments are the worst things. Kind of a nice Christmassy motif there. And I always traditionally started out every year with my post there at the bottom. I don't know what's the best and the worst of this year, according to me. I can't say there's been a lot of great things in Washington radio this year. We got a tip of the camo cap, particularly to Ron Smith. I think he's one of the greatest local radio talkers ever. Really does a great job with what he does, and he leads my best of 2011 list this year. I also like Gamut Radio, that new thing on the WTOP's HD3 on 103.5. I've liked HFS 97.5. I think that's cool. I would love to see that on a bigger signal. Bluegrass Country, I think, is really cool, 105.5. You know, my typical things. I always like WETA-FM, WAMU, good format. Tony Kornheiser. I really like Chad Dukes without LeVar. Always like WTMD. Particularly like the cool oldies on WKCW 1420. You know, stuff like that. DCRTV, DC 101, I think has been sounding particularly good this year. Just I like what they're playing. And that kind of stuff, okay? What I didn't like about the year, of course you can read it on my page, but, you know, few things that stick out at me. Chris Plant, I can't stand that. Don't like WJFK leaving Fairfax. Don't much care for anything on WMAL, including Mary Catherine Ham. Not a big fan of Comcast. Or the Baltimore Sun's paywall. So check it out. Send in your nominations, best and worst. Clump them together and send them to my DCRTV@hotmail.com address. Put BW on the subject line, and we'll get yours up. You still got a couple weeks to get them up there, though. So think before you send, and make sure that you do it tasteful. You know, none of this nasty stuff in there. All right, folks. That's Dave TV for today, the 15th of December, 2011. 10 days till Christmas. Whew, and then it will all be over, thank God. Have a good one. And so